I don't know. So I brought face paint and stuff, but I think we're gonna be doing we sure can. Julie, is there a way we could bring the comments up over here? A Unicorn says, why is the video quality so bad? We are streaming from a laptop and it's not bad.
It's an error though.
It's unique, it's artistic.
Yes. Yeah. It's lo-fi, which is super
It's retro.
It's a throwback.
Yep.
Throwback Friday.
Flashback Friday.
Flashback.
Yeah.
Flashback.
Cyjoy wants to know.
Oh yeah. Chocolate. Hi, Jack.
Jacqueline wants to ask, what's your birthday going to be next year?
Ooh.
Do you not know?
I do.
Ooh.
It's
I think I should be able to do it from there.
Ignite.
Ignite.
Well, I just pop out the chat.
Ignite is the word of 2018.
Yeah.
I say that. I'm gonna give you an old high five.
I was going back and forth between that and Spark, and I decided on Spark, and then I wrote down Ignite and all the places that I was writing it, and afterwards I was like, oh, well, I guess that's what I picked. Anyway.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Oh wait, Corgi is almost as good as a kid.
Moist Tap says, who are these people? Hi, I'm Megan again. Hello. Nicole, Ash. Sylvia.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nicole. Yeah, Megan, it's on Snarled.
Yeah.
I work on Crash Course.
Part of
I
Snarled.
work for VidCon.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see her, but Sylvia also works for VidCon.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Who else is going to be on later, and can I watch this entire thing later? You sure can. After all of this is done, this 48-hour stream was started today, so we're going to go through tomorrow. And when is the end? Do you guys know? It's like
10 a.m.
Mountain time
Okay.
on Sunday, or noon Eastern on Sunday.
On
9
Sunday.
a.m. Pacific.
Yep.
Sylvia works customer service.
11 a.m. Central.
And then after that, there will be playlists on the Vlogbrothers channel that you can just watch for the 48 hours over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You'll never get sick of it, I promise.
Yeah. All of the things that aren't John reading protected things or whatever will be there.
Someone said, "Who's the one who's sitting too close to the camera?" Am I too close? I gotta get closer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How are you guys today?
It's good.
You
I
good?
just got back from, sorry.
Oh, from
I just got back from
PodCon.
PodCon.
That's
It
right.
was very fun.
Taylor wants us to talk about Riverdale, which
Ooh.
I could talk about forever, but I think it's actually probably better to not, solely because I'll get carried away. Like I
just can't. Yeah, let's just not even open
I
that.
can't have like a succinct conversation about Riverdale. Is the problem.
That's how I feel about Grey's Anatomy.
Totally.
And I guess Harry Potter. Victoria looked at me expecting me to say Harry Potter. I feel like, and then I said Grey's Anatomy, and she looked away so disappointed in me. I just really love Grey's Anatomy so much. It's like my favorite television show. I watch it every Thursday. Thank you. Me too, Pam. Me too.
Pam Box.
I understand you.
For the love of LDS says, how do you guys like living in Missoula?
Well, it just started snowing, so
Yeah. Oh, it did?
It's getting all winter wonderland outside. It's good.
What's happening?
I have lived here for a year, and this year I finally decided I was going to become a full winter woman. And I bought these amazing boots, and I'm so happy with them. And I don't ever stop talking about them.
You gotta have good shoes.
If
When
you've
you
been on
live
the
somewhere where we
street
do.
for a while and you're hearing that clunk, clunk, clunk upstairs, that's me.
That's
In
you?
these big boots. And I bought a coat that covers my butt, and it's incredible. So I'm ready for winter.
That's important. A coat that covers the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Missoula's a great place as long as you're dressed for it. And I guess Snarled's based in LA, so when I'm in LA, I can't stand the traffic. But Nicole and I were just talking about this, where every single place always has something about it that makes you a stronger person.
Yeah.
And I think for Missoula, it's the cold during the winter.
Yeah. And the darkness. It's so dark. It's
yeah.
so dark.
As long as you can survive that.
It's like it's a badge of honor. That this is, I can handle that thing.
Exactly. Have you guys any other questions that we've?
The boots are Sorel.
The was not sponsored.
Not,
but
not,
there-
hashtag not spawn, but if Pharrell wants to send us some,
Please, we're
some
open
money
to
for
it.
charity.
I got them on Black Friday. It was very nice. And I've been walking around in them ever since, because I now live in them. I sleep in them too. Yeah, don't worry.
Hello.
Do we have any other tips for surviving the cold? Luke asks.
Get a coat that covers the butt.
Yep.
And
And a hat. Wear a hat because
Multiple pants.
all the heat just right out of your head.
Mhm.
What?
Perfect.
Those are my suggestions.
Riverdale questions.
Uh-huh.
Tony with Cheryl Blossom, obviously. Tony and Cheryl Blossom.
We're losing
Oh,
our-
Teresa Mobley is here. Hi,
Oh, does Inky
Teresa.
like my cat?
What
Does my
kind
cat
of-
like the boots? Yes, she does.
What kind of crazy makeup will I be doing this time? You'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, so do we want to start doing goals and
We could. We have 15 minutes before John gets on. So I'm
Okay.
like, is that enough time where we could just kind of do like some simple eyeliner stuff?
Okay.
But like, because we were thinking that if we set some goals, we could add a different feature, like
Feature.
mustache. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So it's
good.
like face
Matching with the
hangman
eyebrows.
almost.
Face
Yeah.
hangman.
Yep.
I love it.
I know. I'm like, I need to structure that better, and we're doing it in the moment. But do you guys want to do that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
down.
we could do
Okay.
it. I have to go to the grocery store, so that'll look great when I when I go.
That's
Yes.
what Keeper is about.
Because I'm gonna bake for you late night crew tonight. So,
So let's make Sylvia go to the
excited.
grocery store with a mustache on her face.
Okay.
Can we do it? If we so right now we're at $1,035,449. So what should our goal set?
We have 15 minutes.
15 minutes. What is a good goal for 15
What?
minutes?
Oh, it's just going so fast.
2,000?
Okay.
How would you do 2,000?
So
Oh, 37 at like 1,037,000.
yep. So when we get to
do the Indiegogo.
Oh, Indiegogo.
okay, Indiegogo. Yeah.
I
Yep.
follow you.
So we're gonna go to the Indiegogo and watch the In Time.
So
Donations.
$233,000.
Okay.
Well, but because
Wait.
we need to start the face painting like now.
So we
let's-
need it to be
like
smaller
an
than-
ongoing, yeah.
Okay.
Every I don't know, $100 you add to the face paint.
Sure. That sounds good. That sounds like a lot of
Does
face
that make
paint.
sense? I don't know.
Let's get it.
I don't.
My face is a canvas.
I don't know how numbers work.
Our face is like one canvas.
I need some sort of water activator though, so if it's full on face paint.
That would be funny. Oh, they were saying center the camera. Well, it is centered when Megan is here.
Yeah, it was centered towards Megan. And
Oh.
then,
Oh,
wow.
no.
How's that? Is that better?
Complexly is the company that makes Crash Course and SciShow and Sexplanations and Animal Wonders, The Financial Diet, 100 Days, How to Adult,
Go on.
Art Assignment, Mental Floss,
Perfect.
Healthcare Triage, lots of, yeah. That's it. I'm really sorry if I forgot.
That was like
any
everything.
of my coworkers. I'm very sorry. You're all great.
Not me.
Okay.
I'm different. It's different.
Different.
It's different.
So how do we watch this and make sure it goes to every 100?
You keep
Is this
refreshing.
live?
I'll just I'll put it on my phone.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we're just gonna get started. I'm like, this has got to be fast. So should we just do it with eyeliner?
Yeah.
Okay.
probably.
Let's just pretend like our faces are, we're just gonna doodle paint.
Yeah.
And
So
where
later
can
on,
you
it's gonna
donate,
be
you ask. Oh,
Project-
great question.
projectforawesome.com/donate.
We're already at 231,000, and we had a goal of 233. So we're like getting.
We're
there.
doing it.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with who wants to go first?
Oh, we already went
Me,
up another
do it.
100.
Okay.
This is very
What should we
fast.
do?
I don't
So-
know. It's I trust your vision, Megan.
Oh no. Okay, so this is face hangman with no real words that we're guessing. We're just doing it to raise money. Okay, so we're gonna start with a nice little mustache, just like one half of it though.
One half of a mustache.
All right. You get the other half at 231.5. We're at 231,301. So $200 for a second half mustache.
Okay.
Don't let Nicole go out into the wild with only half a mustache.
How embarrassing would that be?
Mhm,
Let's just not.
mhm.
She needs full mustache.
Oh wow. This is some sort of stash. Everyone's gonna get a
What?
different one.
Okay, 231, 346. We
I
need,
feel like we should be like thanking people as they
Yeah,
who are
thank you.
getting us there.
Yeah, so the
Hi,
people.
Paloma.
I
We're gonna
especially want to thank whoever's getting me the second half of my mustache.
oh, okay.
Okay, so we've had.
I can't see anything though.
Oh, you can't. It looks really nice. Yeah, show your face. So we have one half of a mustache on Nicole, and we want to finish that mustache.
Yeah, we're at
As well as get
231,
everybody a
361.
Yeah, mustache is all.
We need
all the
$150
way down.
more
That's-
for a
that's
half
the- that's the
mustache.
one.
You got this. I believe in you.
I guess if we have
Half
mustaches, I
mustache.
can put my glasses back.
Yeah.
I must ask you a question. Will you donate $150 more?
That's appropriate. That's an
Okay,
appropriate
we're
fine.
at 381. Come on, people. 120 more bucks. It's for
Candy.
charity. Oh, 436. Wow, we've really jumped up.
Oh wow.
today.
So we're ready?
No.
Oh no.
500.
Okay.
Mm.
We can do it.
I'm
We can
ready.
get this
Yeah,
mustache.
481. 20 more dollars. 541. Oh, there's
Okay.
All right.
Other half of the mustache.
Okay. So go ahead
It's
and
like
do a half mustache
patchy.
on Ash as well.
I
now,
know.
And then we'll set a goal for second half mustache.
Oh, I can.
Because we'll shave the second half for later.
Oh, that's
Come on,
This
guys.
is too much.
Laugh at my goops, please.
this is a harder angle to do.
Just switch your hands, you know?
Oh sure.
Oh, 601. Okay.
Be ambidextrous.
Just come on, Megan. Just be ambidextrous. Should I leave a gap there? I think the gap is
I
kind of.
think it's nice.
It's an art piece, so
Yeah.
you should do what you
It
feel
kind of
feels
matches
right.
your eyeliner in a really nice way.
Mhm.
Really ties the face together.
Very good.
Okay.
Oh
It's
my
like
God,
long
it's so
hair, too.
beautiful.
Oh, that's
Oh,
very good.
I
Very
like
good.
it.
Really
Well,
Thank you so much. We
Great.
got Nicole with
Thanks,
mustache.
guys.
Okay, so let's do other half a mustache on Ash.
Okay.
What's our-
Who wants to see an ash on
Mustache.
mustache?
Okay, so right now we're at
Her name's
231,
Ash.
750.
Get it?
Oh, 232. So maybe at 232.5, we'll give you a second half of your mustache. So in $450.
I love half a mustache.
Mm-hmm.
That feels
Thanks
like
to Ren and Catherine March and Aaron E. and
anonymous.
Bison. I
Mackenzie?
don't know. I sorry. Yeah, Mackenzie, Hannah, Hoffer. Not sure.
Emily.
Dan Anderson. Thanks, guys.
We got her. So what's our next goal?
So
Sylvia?
232,500. So we're
Okay.
but well, first to get the first, let's put the first half
Okay,
of the
so we're
mustache
just-
on Ash.
So you get the first half, and then you have to earn.
You have to
You have to
earn
earn a second.
Please
No.
let us earn the second.
No mustaches free.
I feel like you should have a swirly one,
Yeah.
right?
Do it.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh shoot, we're already almost there. Okay, maybe
Don't
I'm gonna
smile.
up this.
Yeah, you gotta, you can be more ambitious.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little more ambitious. Sorry to let y'all down. We're gonna do 232,750.
You're off work to tell you what to do. What you should do
Holy
is go to
crap, I got too
projectforawesome.com/donate and get a cool perk. There's lots of really exciting perks. What's the featured perk right
Wow,
now?
you guys are.
Oh, the exclusive snarled shirt.
Oh yeah.
That's exciting.
Oh, and I also have some illustrations for
Holy
perks
crap.
as well.
Colored in
Mhm.
Monster Brain
I have
art.
to let you know that you need to do the second half now immediately because we're at 232,957.
Oh.
So you guys really are doing too well. So we're gonna. need
Guys,
to
you guys
up this
really
232.
appreciate mustaches. I really
Mustache game's strong.
Well, I had to have a mustache for a second.
But her cheeks
the
are
half
so-
mustaches are. Oh no.
Okay.
So maybe alternate. Just do like half of Ash's face and then move
Oh
on.
sure. I feel like this is almost motivation to
Because we could do bushy eyebrows and stuff next too.
Oh man, yeah. Don't you worry.
I
There's
think
so
it's still
much
a good
more
idea. I
that
mean-
can be done. Okay.
So okay, so I suppose that you would do like half a mustache and then like half of an eyebrow
Yeah.
to like make someone look as goofy as possible, and that's the
You like
motivator.
alternating. half
Sure.
mustache.
Okay,
Yeah.
I follow. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll be that canvas.
That's pretty good, right? Let's see. I gotta get this one.
Other cool things you guys can get. Road to Nerd Criteria. Well, that's the audio is part of the digital download bundle. Yes, that's the best thing to get. Is the digital download bundle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it every year.
What do you guys
It's great. It's such a good value.
That is-
Like?
I-
Do we like this? Leave
think
us a
it's
comment
very
below.
It's beautiful.
I think it's very.
I think it's
just
neat.
classic.
I feel like
Mhm.
I'm really seeing you for the first time. Ash.
Same.
I have like a semi-important meeting to go to, so like this.
Oh.
No, this is good. You
Okay.
can make me look silly for it. It's
Yeah.
Oh, we only have
Oh.
6 minutes left, so I gotta
Okay.
get you a. What kind of?
Yeah.
What kind of
well, and
mustache
I can
should Sylvia
rehash this part.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, what kind of
gotta
mustache
circle.
should Sylvia get? Real quick, let us know.
We should
Well, you
do
said it, you decide.
I don't want to.
Okay, we're at 233, so
Pencil mustaches.
Pencil-
They're on the-
Oh yeah.
you could give me like a
Oh.
goatee situation.
Oh, yeah,
so like
like
all
a
the way around. if you
handlebar.
want.
Handlebar.
Handlebar.
That just goes all the way down.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Mustache. Okay.
Yeah,
Go.
it's happening now.
We're going it. All
What's
right.
our next goal?
Guys, well, we're at, hold on, we're at,
233.17. Whatever.
Yes.
317.
so maybe like
We don't wanna go
235.
34. Oh.
234?
Or 234.5.
Okay.
Okay, 234.5.
I don't know how handlebar mustache looks.
That's a great goal. Good
Just goes all the way
numbers.
down, you know?
But is it long and down? Is it?
Yeah. Should I keep this on when I come back at 9 p.m. to
Obviously.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
you might
Proof
say
that you've been wearing it all day.
making tote bags later if you guys want to come.
Wow.
Oh,
Hold on.
this is
Wait, I don't know.
I look like I got a big booger coming from my nose from afar.
Should I do the second half, or are we not there yet?
We're not there yet, guys. This is
Please.
not quick.
I have a meeting.
She's got half a mustache.
And I could
guys.
do the pencil one on
help
myself.
me.
Help.
What, or
Help
does
me.
someone else
Don't
want to do
have-
it?
Oh God.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. Here.
Help me get to my
Just
second
one
layer
half.
mustache.
So Sylvia and I will be
Okay.
together.
That's half mustache.
We're going like
Mm-hmm.
You have a
I
comma
see what
on
you're
your
doing.
face.
Yes.
I'm running away.
okay.
For a good cause.
Oh,
And
thank you so much.
I'm going to have a mustache.
I want this to look better. How could
Charity.
Ash?
For charity. For charity.
It's like I'm
I
meeting
think it
with a
needs to go
friend.
down to,
I
like,
made a
here.
plan.
Okay. It needs to kind of
Mustache
come
advisor. Mustache consultant.
They don't call me
That's official.
mustache for nothing.
to. She's artistic. I gotta
Thanks,
get that opinion.
Keely.
Okay, look at you, buddy. Holy cow. You look so handsome. Half of you does.
Help, SOS. We're at 233,610. Listen, $900 more to go, people.
$900
SOS.
more, or else Sylvia and I just have to deal with half
Live
my
like
stash.
Please help me out.
Yeah, please help. Help. Don't you want a
Your
cool Snarl
experiment.
t-shirt or the digital download bundle or other things
You
that
can
I
get
haven't
socks.
seen?
and,
Oh, the cool,
socks
the
are
poster
very
thing,
good.
the, from Thought Cafe, the thing that they drew when they were on.
233.7. You guys are the bomb.
Megan's colored in Monster Brain art.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Cool.
I have one that's already colored in, and then I have a package of ones not colored in that you can color in.
What's like the nose
What's-
scratching situation? Like, how do I do that? My nose itches. I'm worried
The
about
nose
smudge.
scratching situation.
Oh.
I'm
Well, how are
smudging.
we? Are we almost
We're
there?
at 233,725.
I think I made the goal a little high.
Oh,
It's okay.
no!
I panicked.
We can do
We
it.
can do it.
Come on.
You guys were doing so good before, then we
Listen.
got a little too ambitious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no.
let's
Oh,
save
no.
some
Thank you,
serious
thank you,
money.
Chris Davis. Wow, that was for a $200 donation.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Eliza or Lisa. I'm so sorry, I can't say names. Brooke,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, Chelsea, Daniel, Rebecca, Mary. Ooh, can you say that one?
No. Letters.
Yep. For helping us with this mustache, you guys.
Good news
I feel
is
really cool.
my friend is also running late.
You look
so-
very, very good. You have a meeting for work?
No, not this work.
Okay.
I'm doing like a little side help project with a friend.
Boy, I really want to get the rest of this mustache.
Yeah.
Look at
okay,
this.
okay, we're at
Do you really-
233,
Hi.
980. So
Guys,
$520 to go.
Come
I'm the
on.
only complete one.
This is,
Well,
oh,
wait,
look though.
Hold on. If we stand next to each other, we make. Oh no, you did it on the wrong side. We
I'm
could
sorry.
make one whole mustache, but we. Oh, I guess if I go on
If
the
you
other
go
side,
on the
no,
other
then
side,
it's
then
no,
we're just
that's not
kissing.
how that works. I see what you're doing here.
You know?
We want the rest of our mustaches.
Please, let's help.
Okay, we're gonna.
Oh,
We're gonna do it.
234,033. So $470. Is that how that works? Yeah, 470 left to
You
go.
guys say something sciencey.
We
so I
believe
don't
in
feel
you.
like I'm wasting so much time during finals week. Well,
Okay. Something sciencey.
yeah, go for
Did you know? That's all I have.
it.
Actually,
Hold
no.
on.
The mitochondria
artist.
of the cell.
What?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Sarah
know-
Riley, SciShow editor, just popped out to remind you all that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
If
So
you
no.
There you
haven't
go.
had a drink of
Not
water in the
wasting
last
time.
hour, please go get some.
Did you know water, sleep, and deep breathing can solve like all your problems?
Wow, science.
Science.
And did you know that lizards can regenerate their tails? It's very cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I've always.
It's probably my favorite science
Yeah.
fact. All right, guys, we're still at 234,033.
Yeah.
Oh, 058. Come on.
Well, you know, we are at the time though that we got to kind of pass it over, so we might just have to deal with half a mustache.
Half stash.
Dash.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all right.
That's how it
Well,
goes, you know?
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining Snarled and I, and now part of Complexly as well. I'm Megan Tenius, and we're gonna segue into John Green, aren't we? And raising all the money. I'll be back
Guys
at
rock.
11 p.m. These guys are gonna be back.
I'll be back
all
at
night.
9
All
p.m.
night.
We'll be here.
Oh, man.
We'll be here all night. So bye.
Hey, everybody. I can't tell if I'm live. It's the story of my life. I am. Hi, look who I brought. It's my puppy. That's my puppy. That's my little puppy, Willie. Willie, can you say hi? Can you say hi to all the people? Can you say hi? Oh, you need a haircut, buddy. You need a haircut. Oh. Some of you may remember last year's Project for Awesome. Willie has cancer. He's had cancer since October of last year. Some of you may remember last year's Project for Awesome. I kind of thought it would be our last Project for Awesome with Willie, and it wasn't. He's done really, really well. He still has cancer. He's going to have cancer for the rest of his life, but he's doing great. And except he has to wear a diaper. Other than that, he's doing great. But he doesn't seem to mind it much. He gets it, you know. He understands. Sort of. I mean, I don't think he actually does understand why. But yeah. Anyway, thanks to Eli, who just got the 2018 P4A Vlogbrothers calendar. I want to talk a little bit before we get started here at the 7 o'clock hour. First, thanks everybody for being here. Hope that you're enjoying your Project for Awesome. I'm having a good P4A so far. I want to just talk about a couple things here at the start of the 7 o'clock hour. 7 hours in to the 48-hour live stream, only 41 hours to go. The first is the organizations that we're supporting. I don't know if y'all, most of you probably weren't here earlier when Hank spoke to Etere from Save the Children, and I spoke to Raj from Last Mile Health. But I want to talk a little bit about the work that they do and why we think it's so important. There's a huge empathy gap between people in Hi, I'm back. I don't know what just happened. The show ended. No one knows why. These things are confusing. So I'm going to give things a couple minutes to repopulate because I know all of you were just kicked out of the live stream, which I'm sorry about. But we're getting back. We're putting everything back together. We don't really know what just happened. But in general, I actually think the live streaming has been better this year. than most years. So it's good. I'm happy with it. All right, so I'm back. I want to talk a little bit about what I see as the big empathy gap between people living in rich countries and people living in poor countries. Almost all of us, not everybody who's watching the live stream, but almost everybody, or the vast majority of people who are watching the live stream, are sort of on the, if this is the bell curve of the birth lottery, are on the further edge of it. You know, most people are not born in wealthy countries. Most people, and even most people who are born in wealthy countries, a lot of people who are born in wealthy countries don't end up with, like, you know, broadband internet at their houses. That can make it difficult to empathize. Like, it can feel like we are hearing all of the voices on social media. The great thing about social media is that it is a really democratizing force, and it does allow for voices that have been neglected or kind of systemically silenced to be heard. But it doesn't allow for all voices to be heard, because there's lots of voices that don't have access to the internet, that don't have access to the kind of lingua franca of the internet, which is English. And I think it's really important to try to listen to those voices and to care about them. One example of this, I think one great example, is the video series that Rosianna has been doing from Colombia, youtube.com/Rosianna, where we get to hear directly from the voices of people who are affected by, you know, the decades of violence and political instability in Colombia. And getting to hear directly from those voices is so rare, I think, and it's really exciting. And there are lots of other examples of it. I thought earlier today, when we were speaking to Raj from Last Mile Health, and he talked about the community healthcare workers who not only provide healthcare outcome, you know, much better healthcare outcomes for moms who are giving birth, for babies who are born, for little kids who might be malnourished. I mean, giving, you know, life-saving, really inexpensive interventions, like, you know, the sort of like fancied up peanut butter paste that's super cheap and is really effective against malnutrition. It can be difficult unless we are listening for those stories to hear them. And so I want to thank you for listening to them on this first day of the Project for Awesome, and paying attention to them, and celebrating these charities that are doing really important work that maybe doesn't get as much attention as some other really important causes, because the work feels distant from us, or the people feel distant from us. And so I'm hoping that the first day of the Project for Awesome, we can start to close that empathy gap and realize that everybody's love is as real and as important as our own, and everybody's pain is as real and as important as our own. And certainly no kid deserves to die from malnutrition or diarrheal diseases. We don't have to live in a world where that's the case. And I believe that someday we won't. And I believe that organizations like Last Mile Health and Save the Children are part of how we're going to get there as a species. So I want to thank you for everybody who supported the Project for Awesome, whether you've been able to donate or not. Thank you for supporting this year's P4A. It really is incredibly exciting to see the donations coming in so fast. And if you go to projectforawesome.com/donate right now, there are so many great perks that you can also get from the digital download bundle, which is $60, and your donations will be matched, so that they'll have even more impact, to all kinds of great perks. For a $60 donation, you can get a signed copy of my book, Turtles All the Way Down, if you somehow were one of the 6 people who weren't able to acquire a signed one previously, or you want to give one as a gift or whatever. For a $100 donation, you can get one of these. These are, look, these are the actual Tuatara coins that I will be sending out. They are the things themselves. So this is in here are these. They're New Zealand nickels. It's the New Zealand 5-cent piece. They all come from different years, but none of them come from after 2003, because New Zealand stopped making them. This one is from 1987. This one, oh, that's a beautiful, it's just, they've got the most beautiful Tuatara on them. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a really high quality Tuatara minting. This one is from 2002, one of the last New Zealand nickels ever printed. They don't call them nickels in New Zealand, and they are deeply offended by my calling them nickels, but whatever. That's what we call our 5-cent coins. So if you make a $100 donation, you can get one of these New Zealand nickels along with a signed letter from me about why I think the New Zealand 5-cent piece is a sign of hope and a cause for celebration in difficult and scary times. I keep a New Zealand nickel in my wallet at all times to remind me that that people are good, and that caring and thoughtfulness and kindness reach in places that we don't necessarily fully understand in a minute-by-minute basis, especially when you know, our brain is maybe lying to us about the world. So I also want to say one other thing before we get into regular Project for Awesome ing, and I'll take your suggestions for crazy things that I can do to make you give me money. Whatever you want to do, you can make your suggestions in comments. But I want to talk a little bit about my friend Esther, who was such an important part of the early years of the Project for Awesome. Esther and her friends in Catitude really ran the behind-the-scenes portion of the Project for Awesome, along with Rosianna and a few other people, and it would have been completely impossible without their support and the support of people who worked for the Harry Potter Alliance, and just a wonderful group of nerd fighters, of whom Esther was a really important member. And for those of you who don't know, Esther was a nerd fighter who died of cancer in 2010 when she was 16, and my book, The Fault in Our Stars, is dedicated to her. She has her own book that came out a couple of years later called This Star Won't Go Out, which is a beautiful book. Really just a wonderful memoir. Rare to see a memoir from, you know, a teenager that's so great. And every year during the Project for Awesome, I think about Esther. Earlier this year at NerdCon Nerdfighteria in Boston, I had the chance to go with Esther's parents and one of her sisters to Esther's grave and see her grave in Massachusetts, and see all the ways that nerd fighters in our community, even 7 years after her death, continue to visit her grave, take care of it, keep it up, leave gifts, and it means a lot to her family. It means a lot to me as well. But I think the most important legacy that Esther left us with is the legacy of This Star Won't Go Out, the organization that her parents founded in her memory. It's a really wonderful organization that it provides like direct financial support to families of kids with cancer, because it can be such a devastating thing, especially in the US, where we don't have universal health care, and a lot of times parents have to continue working to continue getting health insurance. And so it can be financially devastating on many levels to have a kid who's really sick. And of course, that it goes alongside the emotional and psychological devastation of having to manage that in your family and in your life. And This Star Won't Go Out has done a great job giving direct financial support to families with kids with cancer. So we're going to feature the video that This Star Won't Go Out made about Esther bracelets. I have to get a new Esther bracelet. Mine broke. But it's a really great video, and we're going to watch that video together. And just to give you a little bit of background, if you go to projectforawesome.com, you can vote for your favorite charities, the charities that you want to receive the funds that we raised during the second half of the Project for Awesome. But you can vote now, and in fact, more than 27,000 votes have already been cast. So we can watch this video together at projectforawesome.com. It's the featured video right now. And we can watch it together. And if you want to say that This Star Won't Go Out should receive some of the Project for Awesome funds, right there at projectforawesome.com, there is a little little button that says vote. Sometimes you have to click a CAPTCHA that says that you're not a robot. You can click that and vote, and then that will be a vote for that organization. You can do that for any of the Project for Awesome videos. We're going to watch this video. It's the featured video right now at projectforawesome.com. We're going to watch it together. About This Star Won't Go Out and Esther and her legacy and her family. All right, I'm ready. Okay, so that was a beautiful video made by the Earl family about Esther's legacy and the This Star Won't Go Out wristband, which you can still get at DFTBA. All the proceeds go to This Star Won't Go Out. Yeah, I think it's really beautiful what Wayne and Lori and the team who work on This Star Won't Go Out have built, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful that they continue to let us be part of their story and the transformative work that they're doing. We had a perk up that was some signed coloring books, some This Star Won't Go Out coloring books. It sold out before I could mention it. So that's why you always got to be checking projectforawesome.com/donate, I guess. But yeah, we'll yeah. So again, if you want, if at projectforawesome.com, you can go and vote for that video or any video, and a vote is basically a way of endorsing that charity. So the money we raised during the second half of the Project for Awesome will be donated to the organizations that you choose, the organizations that you vote for. So thank you for voting. Even if you can't donate to the 2017 Project for Awesome, those votes and carefully watching as many Project for Awesome videos as you can make such a huge difference, because you are basically, we are entrusting this money to you. We are saying, as a community, let's be good stewards of the money that we're raising together during the second half of the P4A. So I want to give you an update, but also read some of your comments. Here's the situation, guys. We've raised $237,000 on the Indiegogo, but because of matching donations and the money that we brought into the 2017 Project for Awesome, because of Vlogbrothers ad revenue and other revenue that came in, we're at $1.063 million total that's going to be split between Save the Children and Last Mile Health. That is a lot of money by really any measure. I think it would buy the nicest house in Indianapolis. Maybe not, but one of the 5 nicest. Yeah, so this is really exciting to be still in the first day of the P4A and have raised over $1 million for these 2 great organizations. I'm so excited. There are some perks that are about to sell out over at projectforawesome.com/donate, so I feel like I should let you know about them. There is a 3-poster This Star Won't Go Out 3-poster pack. You can get 3 beautiful posters featuring quotes from Esther and a great This Star Won't Go Out poster for a $40 donation to the Project for Awesome. There's only 2 of those, so they might sell out soon. You can buy a tweet from me. It's basically, I'll tweet you at some point during the next few months. You don't know when, and you don't know what it will be, but I'll respond to something that you said probably, unless, you know, your Twitter feed is just like relentless trolling, in which case I'll encourage you to, you know, toward positivity. But that seems unlikely. For a $55 donation, my favorite every year, the one thing that like I stop everything to buy is an original Minute Physics drawing. So if you've ever watched the show Minute Physics, it's one of my favorite educational shows on YouTube. They, Henry Reich, who started Minute Physics, makes beautiful illustrations of really complicated ideas in physics. And then he takes some of those and he signs them, and they become yours. And they're so frameable, and they're only $55 is a big donation, I know. But because of matching donations, that counts as $220 to Save the Children and Last Mile Health. And every year, it's my favorite thing. I have them framed from over the years. It's very cool. It's like a pretty thing in my office that always makes me super happy. There's still about 70 copies of Turtles All the Way Down with a Spiral or a Yeti available for a $60 donation. There's 9 of these Tuatara coins left, although we might be able to find more. I got a bunch. And there's a bunch of other, there's like only 1 Philip DeFranco mug left. And there's only 1 of my t-shirts left. I'd like to sell out the t-shirt perk before Hank sells out his t-shirt perk. I don't like competition between brothers, except when we're trying to raise money for charity. And then you can also choose the phrase of the week for Dear Hank and John, our podcast, or get a personalized message. If you want to use our podcast as a platform to proclaim your love for someone, or to tell your friend that they're awesome, or to encourage everyone to check out your website or whatever, you can make a $200 donation to Dear Hank and John and reach 100,000 weekly listeners or something. I don't know. Not really a stats guy, but I think that's about how many people listen to Dear Hank and John every week. And thank you, by the way, to all the people who do listen. So right now, we've raised $238,624 at the Indiegogo. I just want to thank a few of our recent backers. There's been more than 5,700 of you, Lucy and Jason. Somebody just got the enamel pin and reports, I'm putting this on my med school white coat DFTBA. So it's cool, person who identified themselves as putting this pin on my med school white coat DFTBA. It's really cool that healthcare providers are helping healthcare providers in this case. Your $20 donation, and I know that you're in med school, and so you probably have debt, and I appreciate your $20 donation. Your $20 donation is helping healthcare workers in Liberia with through Last Mile Health, and also helping community health workers globally through the work that Save the Children is doing. So that's pretty cool. And also Betsy and Unai, I'm very bad at names, and also Christina, and also Emma, who just donated to get the digital perk bundle, which is all the digital perks in one. So you get all the exclusive podcasts. Dear Sarah and Catherine, our wives are doing a special one-off version of Dear Hank and John. There's also an exclusive version of Dear Hank and John, and also tons of other digital perks, including deleted scenes from my book Turtles All the Way Down, which some people just suggested that I read from. I mean, it's very bad, guys. I'm not sure that it's not really for public consumption. It's more for donors. I figure donors are already on my side. We're already at $239,000. We're almost at $240,000, which means overall we've raised, geez Louise, in a second we'll be nearing $1.1 million. Also want to thank Emma and Shannon and Sheila and Elizabeth. So many people are donating. We really appreciate everybody who's donating at projectforawesome.com/donate, but also we know that many of you can't, and that's okay. Nobody's mad. For one thing, lots of people don't have credit cards. A gymnast of some kind just donated, judging from their email address, or maybe somebody who just loves gymnastics. Caitlin and Lauren, Anonymous, who's been crushing it this whole time. Anonymous has to be the star of the Project for Awesome so far, as well as Mandy and Brooke. And we just added 10 more personalized self-care bunnies. Oh, man. So, you know, Rosianna. Oh, I have one in the background. Perfect. Lucky me. Hold on. You know what? I'm not going to take it down because it's tacked up there just so. So what I'm going to do. You see that up there? I know that there's that big empty blue spot. I apologize for that. That is where the Woody Guthrie photo goes, and it's on the ground. If I'm going to level with you, it's on the ground next to my childhood rocking horse. Oh, I just totally realized a good stretch goal. Maybe, if you're good. Maybe. So up there is self-care bunny. It says, take a minute to breathe. Rosianna draws these beautiful self-care bunnies. They're incredibly helpful. And she'll make a personalized self-care bunny for you. A self-care bunny that's your self-care bunny. Your specific self-care bunny. These sell out incredibly fast, and then Rosianna kindly agrees to keep doing them. I don't know how long that's going to last, though, guys. This might be the last of the self-care bunnies. We might see some more on Sunday when Rosianna's hosting the Project for Awesome live stream, but no promises. And then, if you want to make a huge donation to the Project for Awesome, I've got some ideas for you. First off, you can get a personalized self-care bunny. You can get animated into an episode of Crash Course. If you've always wanted to be part of the thought bubble in Crash Course, you can make that happen. And it's so cool. It's you. It's a little, I mean, I'm lucky. I get to see myself in Crash Course thought bubbles pretty often. And I'll tell you, it's a pure delight. You can also get, there's 2 Wimbly Wombly videos left. We might put some up later, but there's 2 for now. Basically, what that is I'm starting a new FIFA series where I play FIFA, which is this video game. It's a little bit complicated, but I play soccer as a 3rd-tier English soccer team, and then the ad revenue from me playing soccer goes to the actual 3rd-tier English soccer team so that we can have our logo on the back of their shorts, so that when I play the FIFA game in FIFA, I can see my own logo on the back of the shorts of the imaginary players. It's like a cycle of weird virtue. Anyway, I'm restarting the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Wombly videos in 2018 with a new approach, which is called John Green Solves Your Problems. So basically, if you make a $200 donation, you can tell me what problem you want me to solve. Like, it has to be a problem of yours. I can't solve, like, I don't know, like I'm not going to solve the national debt. But if you have a problem, I am going to discuss your problem, and then I will come to some kind of resolution. You may not like the way I solve it. You may not like my solution. You probably won't. But by the end of the video, I will have offered a solution to your problem. And you can get that if you donate right now. That's a nice gift. That's nice. That's nice something to put under the Christmas tree. As I think is you know, one of my t-shirts. It won't arrive before Christmas, but I'm just really anxious to sell out those t-shirts. So just while I was talking, which I know, I never shut up. We've just passed $240,000, and so I'm gonna do this one's gonna work. Ready? I'm gonna do this. This is gonna go right into the camera. Oh, it did! Oh, that was very good. Willie is like, what the frick? That was I don't like to brag, but that was excellent. Truly excellent. I'll tell you guys right now, I know. My childhood rocking chair is right there. And I had it when I was a little baby. And then my parents, when they came for Christmas a couple years ago, they were like, do you want this rocking chair? And I, of course, said no, because, you know, my children, a rocking chair, they're not going to play with a rocking chair. You know, like my kids, they'll barely play with, you know, any of my childhood toys, maybe a Hot Wheel if I'm lucky. Anyway, my parents were like, do you want this thing? And I said, you know, no. And then my parents said, well, then we're going to throw it away. And I was like, we can't throw away Horsey. So now it's in my house. And I will, you know what? I will ride my childhood probably for the last time. It'll probably break. But let's say if we get to, I don't want to make it easy. If we get to $1.2 million while I'm still here, I will write, just so you have a visual. Everybody, if you're not in the live stream, just so you have a visual. There it is. That's my childhood rocking horse. I don't know if you have a context for how big I am, so it might be helpful. This is me. So, like, it's gonna be awkward. All right, but maybe we won't get there, and I'll save myself the trouble. We're at $1.08 million raised, and Alicia just got the digital download bundle. That's worth celebrating. Now I feel like very confident that I can do this every time. Oh wow! I almost took you guys out. All right, I got to get a little more arc. I'm sorry about that, Willie. That was upsetting. But a little more arc, and then. Anonymous just claimed the Dear Catherine and Sarah perk. Anonymous, once again, crushing it during the 2017 Project for Awesome. Tasha got the Vlogbrothers calendar. The calendar's great. It's just my brother and me. Really like we are in real life where Hank is, oh, Willie! Oh, it's okay. I forgot. He's wearing a diaper. So it's part of it. Part of it is that he pees. Oh, boy. Oh, geez. He got bladder cancer, for those who don't know. So, oh, Will, you okay, buddy? Oh boy, I can hear it going into the diaper. Okay, I'm just not going to worry about it. That's why we're wearing the diaper, right, Wills? Oh geez, oh gosh. Okay. Anyway, he's not in pain most of the time, but there is this pee. It takes him a long time to pee. He's an old man. He's got old man problems. So, anyways, a sweet dog. And we've got those personalized self-care bunnies. The Vistar Won't Go Out poster pack sold out. Thank you to the people who got that. Thanks to Sophie, who just got the digital download bundle. And Occupy Mars 2023 just got the P4A 2017 commemorative coin. I do not like your username at all. Tim just got a mystery perk. I do not like that username. Occupy Mars 2028. Fully in favor of that. I've long argued that we should go to Mars in 2028. By the way, you can also get one of my Sharpies. This is one of them, one of the Sharpies that I used to sign 200,000 copies of my new book, Turtles All the Way Down. I think it's just a $23 donation, and doesn't it come with a little card that I signed? It comes with a little card that certifies that this Sharpie was used in the signing of the 200,000 copies. This particular one, this pink one, I didn't actually use, but Alice used. This was Alice's Sharpie when she was making Alice art, which was usually just a circle around my name. I don't want to brag about my kids because I find it really annoying when people do that, but Alice, like when I signed those 200,000 books, all Alice could do with a Sharpie was like draw a circle, and now she can like, I find her self-portraits. Oh, geez, I got to go let Willie out. Can you let Willie out? Yeah. I find her self-portraits to be as visually compelling as any artwork that any human being has ever made. Maybe I'll show you one later if I can find one. Her self-portraits are incredible. Oh, it's Scott who just got the, I'm getting the Decreased World Suck pin and wearing it on my medical school white coat in clinic, which everybody's going to appreciate, Scott. Okay. All right. So I'm going to talk a little bit, more about Alice is better than John. It's true. Alice is better than me. By the way, the kids are out, or I'm sure they would be like trying to barge into the Project for Awesome. I'm sure they'll come eventually. Alice is not here right now, though. Nor is Sarah. It's a very quiet house. Only Rosianna, me, and Willie. How We Got Ants, one of my all-time favorite usernames, and also one of my all-time favorite YouTube and Twitter commenters, says, is the card notarized? If it's not notarized, how can I believe it? Well, let me tell you how we got ants. It's a great question. The card is not notarized because the cost of the notary would be more than the cost of the actual perk, which is $23. The card is not notarized. And the reason that you can believe it is that I have seen so many people try to mimic my very simple signature. Like, you would be astonished, given how hard I have worked to completely eliminate the market value of my signature. You'd be astonished how many fake signatures show up on like eBay and stuff, and they're so obvious, so obviously fake. Like my signature, even when like Rosianna fakes my signature, which she would, never do on any kind of like Project for Awesome stuff, but might do on like checks and boring crap like that. It's like so obvious. No, don't take that personally. Yeah, I can totally tell. I can totally tell the difference. Yeah, so that's how you know because you can't fake it. Self-Care Unicorn will be commenting a lot less after this stream. Oh, look, there's a unicorn. And Leon Musk for Earth is here. My all-time favorite Leon Musk. Rosianna, you doing good?
Yes.
Is Willie all right?
Yeah, he's okay.
What's wrong? Is it just... Oh, it's cold. Yeah, he likes it though. That's why we haven't given him a haircut in like 17 months. Can we say hi to Rosianna? Sure, she's right here.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. Alice is, so just to give you a little bit of context about my children, because I don't talk about them a lot. A lot of people are asking about Alice and Henry. Alice is 4. She's actually 4.5, but like she feels very strongly about still being 4. So she's 4. And Henry is about to turn 8. He turns 8 in January. So my kids are getting huge. Compared to Henry, compared to Hank and Catherine's kids, my kids are like full-grown adults. I was hanging out with Oren during PodCon, and I mean, obviously, like, my kids can do all kinds of things that Oren can't do, like talking, walking. Alice can do a forward roll. She's good on the balance beam. I don't think Oren could walk on a balance beam to save literally to save his life. So, it's not a competition, but my kids are crushing it. But yes, they do grow up fast. The weird thing about children is that they age like 1 year per year, but their years are amazing. Like when I hung out with Oren a year ago, he couldn't crawl. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't even roll over, I don't think, a year ago. And now he's like, basically in college. And the same is true of my kids. Like my kids are like, they're basically grown-ups now. I kind of think that they could be okay on their own. Sometimes when Alice and I are walking in the woods, she'll turn to me and she'll say, "I'm a jungle girl." And I'll be like, "What is that?" And she'll be like, "I'm a jungle girl. I live alone in the jungle." And I'm like, "Okay, all right." So she certainly thinks she's ready. Let me give you an update to the 2017 Project for Awesome. We're very close. Oh my God, we're very close to $1.1 million. When did I say I was going to do this ridiculous hobby horse thing? 1.2? I might have underestimated the generosity of Nerdfighteria. It's gonna be a bad GIF, possibly GIF, depending on your worldview. It's gonna be bad for the proverbial brand. It might get a call from Penguin on Monday. There was some question about the digital bundle, whether the digital bundles. So like the digital bundles not only include all of the current digital perks, they also include all of the future digital perks. So if there's any unlimited digital perk that comes out at any point, well, we're at $1.1 million. Hold on. Oh, you know what I have from last year and I didn't use it? This guy. I didn't use this guy last year because like, it was a great project for Awesome and everything, but I never felt like it got to the point where I wanted to spend like 6 hours cleaning up confetti. You know, like this is a Canon. This thing says, by the way, projectforawesome.com/donate is linked to donate. You can get lots of good perks. And you all the money that you donate goes to Save the Children and Last Mile Health. And your donations are matched by Hank and me and a group of nerd fighters who I'll thank in a minute. And so you can really just have an incredible impact with even a small donation. Plus, you can get great perks at projectforawesome.com/donate. So the thing about this thing is that it says here on the bottom, caution is not a toy. And I just always thought that was funny because, like, of course, caution is not a toy. But at the same time, I'm a little concerned that if I let this go, you know, like there's no coming back from it. Where I'm going to be cleaning confetti. I'm going to do it. All right, everybody. Okay, here we go. $1.1 million. Here we go. Last year's confetti cannon. You got to use it someday. By the way, if this disappoints, I'm going to be devastated. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh! That did not disappoint. Wow. You know, first my earbuds, which is a bummer. My earbuds. Well, I can't hear myself talk, so it's a little bit louder than I had anticipated, but still really good. Really good. $1.1 million. That is going to be a significant amount. Toy. It's true. It's true. Caution is just a virtue. Gosh, that was loud. It was louder. I think it was louder than anybody anticipated. Oh, it is a really good boomerang. Man, can you post that to my Instagram? Thanks. Yeah. Whenever there's a really good boomerang, I'm suddenly like, hey, I have an Instagram story, don't I? But it's true, guys. Just remember, if you take anything away from the 2017 Project for Awesome, let it be that caution is not a toy. You know, it's a virtue. I think caution and stability, the two most underappreciated things in a human life. It was really impressive. I mean, my expectations were exceeded. At some point, Sarah is going to come down here and she's going to be like, what the heck happened? And the kids are going to come down here and they're going to be like, Yahoo! By the way, I know that I haven't been raising my hands every time somebody donates $100, which Hank is probably better at raising money than me because of his hand raising. But we're now over $1.1 million. If we can make it to 1.2 by 8 o'clock, no, before I leave. When do I leave? 10 o'clock? Oh, there's a great Kazakh novel, The Day Lasts Longer Than 1,000 Years. It's a really good book. Before 10 o'clock Eastern time, I will ride that tiny horse. There's no other way to say it. Thanks to Rachel, who just got the digital download bundle, $60. And because it's all digital, that's $60 minus Indiegogo fees that go straight to Last Mile Health and Save the Children. Yeah, that was very satisfying, as Witty Mystery just pointed out. It was very satisfying. I see that Silly Pixie is still keeping the lemon joke going, which is impressive. I myself had almost forgotten the lemon joke, but earlier I tried. There's a great moment in this movie, In the Loop. Is that what it's called? In the Loop, where somebody says that something is easy peasy lemon squeezy, and somebody else replies, the sort of hero of the novel, who I think might not be the hero of the novel. I mean, the movie, he might just be the person I relate to the most. He says, it's not easy peasy lemon squeezy, it's difficult, lemon difficult. And Alice, Sarah and I often say back and forth to each other that something is difficult, lemon difficult when things are hard. So earlier I made a lemon joke. I said difficult, lemon difficult. Lots of people really picked up on it, and I don't know. Now lemons are a thing. I'm probably going to have to send out some signed plastic lemons before this is all over. Oh, my shirts are sold out. Thank you to the last person to buy my shirt. Oh my gosh, guys. There's confetti. So I've got this part. Can you see the confetti up there? Yeah, I just covered it with my head. There's confetti up on the ceiling. Oh man. Oh geez. It's a pretty serious confetti situation. Thank you to the last person to buy my shirt. I know that you did that. I know that you made a $150 donation to the Project for Awesome, not because you wanted one of my shirts, but because you wanted that perk to go away. And you and I are on the same page, my friend, but enjoy my t-shirt. I hope you get a good Pizza John one from years past. Thanks to Valerie and Hannah. Hannah just got a signed copy of Turtles All the Way Down with either a hand-drawn spiral from me or a Yeti from my wife. I'll show you what the spirals look like in case that motivates you. Well, I can't promise that this will be a good one. Oh, it's the first chapter of Turtles All the Way Down that I read, like before the book came out. It was I don't know if it was the most stressful period of my life, but it was certainly a very stressful period. And I was so scared about what everybody would think of it. So the spiral kind of looks, well, that's not a very good one. But who knows? You could get one like that, or you could get one like this. Oh, now that it looks like the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg. The spirals look like this. So, the cover of the book is, the spirals look like this. These are like the page proofs. The spirals look like that, and that's Rodrigo Corral, the brilliant designer who designed the cover and designed the cover of The Fault in Our Stars as well. That's like the spiral from the side, I guess, but this is the spiral from above, and there's this Raymond Pettibon painting that is in Turtles All the Way Down, and this is my attempt to recreate that spiral because I saw that painting, that Raymond Pettibon painting at an art show in Miami, and it's the first time in my whole life when I felt like I saw what my thoughts looked like, and I saw what like, I guess what my disordered thoughts look like. And it was an incredibly powerful moment in my life. I stood in front of that painting and felt like not alone, felt like my thought patterns had been given some kind of like direct form instead of just metaphorical form. And yeah, so this is my attempt to recreate that. And you'll either get one of these or you'll get an adorable Yeti created by my wife. And you can get that for a $60 donation to the Project for Awesome at projectforawesome.com/donate. Or you can get the Project for Awesome Vlogbrothers calendar. Oh, Rosianna just featured the book perk. Thanks, Rosianna. Alexander just got the digital bundle. And Hello from Sweden just got the lapel pin. Hello back. We do ship worldwide. So yeah, Rosianna's gonna go let Willie inside. He's probably ready. You can bring him. I'll reapply the diaper. That's kind of an owner-specific thing. Oh man, we're almost at $1.11 million raised for Last Mile Health and Save the Children, and almost $250,000 at the Project for Awesome Indiegogo. Thanks again to everybody who's donated. We've had a really good hour here with the Project for Awesome, and we've got lots of great perks that are still available. Some stuff is sold out. Sorry about everybody who was looking for one of my t-shirts. No longer available. But you can get, there's still about 60 copies of Turtles All the Way Down with one of these spirals or with the Yeti available for a $60 donation, which, because your money is matched by Hank and me, and then also by donors to Last Mile Health and Save the Children, would be a $240 donation to those organizations. So that's good. And Claire just got the Tuatara coin. Claire, I promise you, did he want to come in or no? Is he not ready? Oh, here he is. Hello, buddy. Hello. Oh, thanks. Yeah. All right, hold on. I gotta reapply a diaper to the dog. He's actually very cool about the diaper thing. You'd be surprised. I mean, I think he gets it. I mean, I'm not sure that he gets it.
He's like, it's gonna happen. So.
Yeah, it's more like it seems to have achieved some level of